You said in one of your pieces that any meaningful relationship will change you. Why do you think this is the case?
Because I feel like you're growing together. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in that sense, you have to keep on making adjustments and kind of like figuring out, because because I think the term meaningful is highly important in that context as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you want to get somewhere with a person, you have to adapt with each other, you know what I mean? You have to switch roles, and you have to kind of like figure out ways that you work, but also ways that you work around them and for them and support them, you know? So I feel like that is the like kind of like what I meant when I wrote that piece in that sense,
Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, so in one of your pieces, you said that marriage teaches you how flexible you are. Many talk about adjustment and communication, but very few people talk about the consequences of change, how marriage will alter your DNA, restructure your biology, and you have to learn to play roles you've never been taught, and then teach yourself long lost arts you've never heard of before. Then question at the end, am I still real? And you said keeping it real is not a mission to be the same person your entire life, and that doesn't change in a relationship, it matures. You don't keep it real by rebelling against maturity. Mars! Maturity is chewing on the bitter pieces of your pride and taking a front row seat at the screening of your flaws. I mean, I love that piece. When I heard that, I was like, click, click, click. Where's the offering basket? In what ways would you say you've changed or evolved as a result of loving your wife? Like, what do you see about yourself now that you don't think you could have discovered without this partnership?
I feel like there's a person who I am, like at my core, and then there's a person who I thought I needed to be, or a person I projected, you know what I mean? Whether that's like subconsciously or consciously, but we all grow up like in environments that kind of shape us, you know what I mean? Like, or things that you do that like you feel like they keep you safe, you know what I mean? So specifically like growing up in London, you're young, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that, and that's why I feel like the keeping it real was such a big thing for me, because there was so many things that people would be like, you're not supposed to do that for a woman, you know what I mean? You don't do that for a girl. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, the first time I was talking to, this was 15 years ago, I'm trying to recall, talking to one of my friends and be like, oh, I'm seeing this, well, I've met this girl and she's kind of cool, like, you know what I mean? I don't even know, like, how I'm feeling. And the automatic response was like, bro, don't do it. You know these women, like, do you get what I'm saying? No, but... I
get it.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, don't do it. He gave me the exact bars. He goes, tell her, you know, you like her, but you're not ready for a relationship right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So you lot can keep talking, but...
Protect yourself.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? And that's not because he's a bad friend. That's because that's how we've been shaped to understand that. That's how you relate to women. Do you get what I'm saying? And that kind of permeates through like many different tiers of your relationship, not just when you're like dating, but also even when you're in a marriage, you know, like something as simple as like, all the man them are going somewhere, you know what I mean? You have to tell them that, I'm going somewhere with my wife. And it sounds immature, you know what I mean? But those are things that make you start to think, right, like, I would have done this, you know, why am I not doing this? You get what I'm saying?
Wow, okay.
So those are little things that are kind of like, they're immature things to me now because I'm an adult, innit? But those are things that are kind of like, you have to put aside and be like, this is who I was or who I thought I was, but it doesn't necessarily define who I am or where I want to be. So I feel like that's where a lot of that kind of changing started to come from, where it was like, I'm cool with being like, I'm okay putting my relationship or my marriage at the forefront of things. You get what I'm saying? Like but I'm a boring person, that being said, because a lot of people say to me, oh bro, I need to go out on the weekends, I need to do that. I'd rather spend it with my family. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it makes me better. I'm just saying I actually have a preference because I'm not that excited. But before, I used to feel like this is what would be fun. This is what would be important, or you know, or how I allocate my time, how I make decisions. Do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Would you say that change has kind of been gradual for you?
It's been very gradual, but it's also been environmental. Like when I've started being around like men who like I admire, who are a lot older, you know what I mean? And these are like successful guys, and they'll leave the office saying, I gotta go and spend time with my family, or weekends is for my wife, do you get what I'm saying? Like these are like proper, and I've started to realize that, okay, cool, you can still be who you are without feeling like, oh, I've lost something, or have I, you know what I mean? Where's the edge got, you know?
Sometimes there is a quest to try and protect that sense of self, and like I don't want to lose myself in my relationship, but I guess what I'm hearing you say is it's okay to choose to prioritize that and place value on it. So.
And even in terms of boundaries, there's certain boundaries I used to have in place for everybody I met, and you have to realize that you have to let your partner behind those boundaries. But there was like little things where I'd be like, if anyone crosses this boundary, it means like I'm a dickhead, or it means they're taking advantage of me. Do you get what I'm saying? and it took a while to be like, it's okay for that person to kind of like, you know.
I love that. Okay, nice.